welcome back to Given Chances Farm. And today we're just out here in the garage trying to make a table for Tony's new toy. You want to tell him what you got?
We're going to make a temporary table until I can talk her into letting me order the stand for my new lathe.
No, new to us.
Yeah, new to us. Yes. So.
But this lathe that he got is for mainly the pin turning.
Yeah, it'll do small bowls. It'll turn up to 10 inches. So, basically, when I first got hooked on turning, my brother's always been the woodworker of the family, and he started turning at an early age using my grandpa's lathe, the one that I use currently. And he asked me one weekend, actually it was pre-COVID, so it's been a while, asked me to go to a woodworking show at our state fairgrounds. And I was like, okay, let's go. So we get down there, and as soon as you walk in the door, they offer to sell you a pin kit to go over to the booth and turn using one of the Turncrafter lathes from Penn State Industries. So I was like, yeah, it was $10. You bought the pin kit, and they even had the wood blank already pre-drilled and had the pin tube glued in it for you. And the money benefited the Wounded Warrior program. So I'm like, okay, I could use another pin for $10, and you know, money goes towards a good cause. So we bought it, the kit, went over there, and they had, if I remember right, there were four lathes set up there that you could turn with, and they had safety glasses or goggles for you, and then you get to turn the pin. They had sandpaper and everything there, and if you needed help, there was a couple guys that would kind of walk you through it. And so I get over there and get in line, and when it's my turn, the guy's like, you need any help with this? I'm like, yep, never touched one of these in my life. So he starts talking me through how to get started, and he puts the pin blank on the mandrel for me, and then I grabbed the tool, and he showed me just to start a little bit, and I did, and he's like, okay, if you need something else, I'll be right back, because there was a younger kid turning on one of the lathes right behind me. So he's like, I'll be right back and check on you. He gets back, and I've already got it shaped and in the shape that I'm wanting. And he's like, are you sure you've never done this before? I said, no, I ain't never touched one of these in my life. I'm like, but I'd been watching a few YouTube videos here and there at that time, so I knew a little bit about, you know, how things work, you know. And I'd seen my brother do a few things, so I was like, okay, I can figure this out, you know. Well, that kind of started the bug, and ever since that day, I've been looking for that particular lathe. But more times than not, when the funds are available to do it, then it would end up being out of stock. So, and currently, right now, that lathe is out of stock. So, but happened to be on Facebook and found it. So here we are, and we have the lathe that I was looking for. So this is the 10-inch Turncrafter Commander. So it is a 3/4 horsepower variable speed, and it will, from their website, it goes between 500 RPM and 3,800 RPM. So we got a nice little light so that I can see my work. If you remember from our previous videos, with the Craftsman lathe, I was having such a hard time because basically that tool rest stayed way out here. So I was over 2 inches away from my piece that I'm working on. So when I got to turning that resin cast blank, I had too much vibration in my tool that I couldn't do it very easily. It ended up chipping on me. So this one here, you can actually get the tool rest right up on it. And then you can change the height adjustment on it. So and it has, this one here came with 2 different tool rests, and when I got there to pick it up, the guy that was selling it, so I believe his wife actually is the one that posted it on Facebook initially. So when I got there to get it, he had some other pen turning equipment and turning equipment that went with this, or went to this, and asked me if I was interested in it as well. So I ended up taking a look at what he had and asking for a price. He gave me a price. I left there, went to the bank, come back, and bought everything that he had. So
and didn't even ask me. He knew I'd be okay with it though.
And I called her after the fact and told her I did it. Because as the saying goes, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. So, but it was a good enough deal, and I was excited that I couldn't pass it up. And like I said, this will open up pretty big opportunities for me to expand our my current wood turning. So like I said, so today I at least put together this table. We had the table legs already, and this piece of OSB was just sitting around the garage. So it actually, I mean, it's nothing pretty, nothing fancy, but it's sturdy enough. It'll get the job done for if I want to tinker around with it until I can order the actual stand and get it here, get it put together, and get the wood on it. So, but I do have a 4-jaw chuck for this now, so that I can attempt to start bowls and those kind of things on here. So that'll be something new to me. I've never done anything like that. So far, the only thing I've really been turning was pins and snowmen for the most part. So pretty excited about the deal. And then actually yesterday had a friend of mine send me a message through Facebook, and it was a picture of a full-size Jet Lathe with the stand and all that his next door neighbor has for sale for a steal of a deal. And
he's still tossing out the idea.
So far I told him no thanks, and I even offered that one to my brother thinking he would take it, because he has quite a bit of Jet products that he likes. So I figured that he would like it, and he's like, yeah, it's just the wrong time right now. So now I'm still kicking the idea around on how can I fit that into my budget? And then the next question would be, how do I fit that into the garage? So we're working on that. So if you guys can help me out and comment down below and tell Brittany that I need that other lathe, that would be awesome. So, yeah, Jet for the win, right? Because it is a much larger lathe with its own stand already there. And a lot of the stuff for this lathe will interchange as far as the mortise taper is concerned. So yeah, so see, you gotta comment down below and help me out so that I can get the other one also. So but we definitely have something that is nice. And on this one here, even if we decided to add some craft shows to our mix instead of just doing farmers markets, this one's small enough that I could pick it up, put it in the back end of the truck, and take to a show like that with me, and then run it off of a generator. It ain't that big a deal. So we've got the generator plenty big enough that it would run this. And even for that, I've seen some guys that do like they either call them craft fairs or arts fairs or arts markets or whatever you want to call them. There's a DeWalt version. I don't know if anybody else has it or not. I just know I seen his video that showed the DeWalt generator, power pack, whatever you want to call it. It basically run off of 3 DeWalt batteries. And he had the, I think his was the small Jet MIDI lathe. And he said he turned the lathe on in his shop and had it spinning the whole time, and then he did a time-lapse video of it. He was able to get, if I remember right, more than 24 hours out of it before having to swap batteries on that. So, and he said that that was more than enough of time that he'd be actually having it on at the arts market. Because actually the way that he uses it at the arts market is when a family comes up to look at some of his items, if they have kids with them, he asks the kid if they want to turn a top. So he will put a piece of wood in there, chuck it up, and get the kid started on turning a top. And either he or his dad would help the kid while the other would start talking to the adults about their products to try to make the sale. So the little bit of wood that they were doing for the top and keeping the kid busy allowed them to make a sale to the parents, because the kid was being quiet. And you know, I'm sure most parents can understand that. So, but we'll have future videos of us putting this together and using it. I'll kind of show you a few things. I'll grab them real quick. I'll be right back. So a few of the things that came with it, the square easy wood tool, carbide tool, and then
Not gonna fit in that hole.
the parting tool and gouge, and I'm assuming that's supposed to be the yeah. I'm gonna have to put a different edge on that one because I don't really like that one too much, but I've got carbide tools, so the tools aren't that big of a deal to me. But it has the tool holder here. These tools came with it. And actually on the carbide tools, the square one was the next one I needed to buy. That was the only one I didn't have. So that's kind of nice. Got a plate so that I can start bowl blanks this way. So it would actually thread on here. Let's see what else we have. It came with a cigar mold, and
I think it may be the same thing if I remember right.
not sure on that one. It kind of looks similar, but it didn't. That one doesn't actually say on it. But 2 resin molds basically, and then we have a live center, a drill chuck, my blank chuck. That way I can actually start drilling the pin blanks on the lathe. Down in the box is a set of punches. That way if you have to disassemble a pin. And then the red handle there is a pin press. So no more using my Irwin quick grip clamp. Let's see what else we have in here. Bottle stopper, chuck, and then the tap set, so I'll be able to start doing bottle stoppers. And then we also have different bushing kits, and he's got them all organized and labeled in this nice divider organizer, so that's kind of nice. Even has the plastic bushings for when you're doing CA glue. They're on there. So there's a few more in this one, and then drill bits in the third one, and then there's a big red case down in there that has the Barracuda 2 jaw system in it. So like I said, we'll do another video in the future once I actually get this to where I can get everything set up and in the garage into place so that I can use it. Because right now I have some more blanks, but I need to go get some more pin kits for them, which actually I gotta finish going through here and inventory what's here, because there are a few pin kits and parts in baggies in this as well. And actually talking with the guy I got it off of, we actually use the same supplier for most of our stuff. So excuse me, both of us use Wood Turnings. They're local to us out of Noblesville, so it was kind of nice. But like I said, it's I was kind of like a kid in a candy store
Or a toy store.
Yeah, because you know they say the older you get, just the more expensive your toys get. That's kind of about the way it goes. So it's been, yesterday it was raining all day and we had stuff we had to get done, so I didn't have a chance to get out here. But today I did, and like I said, I knew I had these table legs, and I was like trying to see, you know, how high I needed it or whatever, and I kind of like this height. It's about the right height even. So now I need to measure it and see, because I know how much, I think that stand that I'm looking at through Penn State's website puts it at a 31-inch height. So, and this here is at 30.5, so that'd be pretty good, because I'd put my tool, yeah, that ain't too bad. I can deal with that, because I can always adjust the
legs on it,
feet a little bit. So that'll work out pretty good. So, but hope you guys enjoy the videos. Thanks for spending time with us. Don't forget to comment down below. Tony needs that Jet Lathe, and
Tony already has a lathe.
This is a little one. I need a big one now.
You need a bigger garage.
Bigger garage, bigger property, bigger house. You know, lots of things that are bigger. So, but hope you guys enjoy the videos. We'll see you on the next one, and